Time to abandon ship.
Oh no!
Here we go!
Can I persuade you to join us for a drink? It's a tradition.
Here, here.
Jar Jar, homie, my main man, quickly. Before the Separatists attack, get into the escape pod.
Hey! This is escape, then we're the pod.
Welcome back to Star Wars Escape Pod and another episode of Bogan's Advocate, where we dive into the Rise of Skywalker, which is the final episode 9 of the Skywalker Saga. And we got a big group joining us this week, which will bring you all those reintroductions and introductions to you in just a moment. And a tip of the hat to next week, I believe, as of this episode dropping, we will have one after show for Maul Shadow Lord, in which it will already have been up on Disney Plus for a few days. So definitely check that out, which is on Disney Plus as this episode comes out. So hopefully it's a great show. I'm looking forward to that very much. But let's dive into the final Bogan's Advocate for now.
Another happy landing.
All right. Hello there, and big welcome back to Kirk.
Oh, hello there, everybody. We're back.
We are back, yes. And we have Matt joining us this week as well. Hello there, sir.
Hello.
Hello. All right, and Darian, hello there.
Sakuragar, boyos.
Awesome. And Dan, welcome back, sir.
Hello there.
Hello. And joining us this week is our friend Dr. Steve Ellerhoff, once again joining the show. So welcome back, sir.
Gentlemen, thank you for having me back.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining. I mean, I had a good chuckle when I got your message about enjoying the Bogan's Advocate.
It's been great. It's so much fun to listen to. Thank you for thinking this up.
Oh yeah, well thanks for joining the at least for now the last one until we possibly might down the road. You know, I think I said this before we started recording, but we might do Solo and Rogue One, and I guess if we completely run out of ideas, maybe we'll start doing the shows as well. But you know, there's a few things to look forward to this year. We got Maul Shadow Lord right around the corner, so that's going to keep us busy for a couple of weeks, and you know, a few things thereafter. I know Bad Batch, believe it or not, is going to be celebrating its 5th anniversary, so it's going to be worth a dive back into that in a matter of weeks as well. So yeah, it's a good year. And then of course
5 years since the Bad Batch.
5 years, yeah, isn't that crazy?
What?
Yeah, dude, it's like right from when season 1 like premiered. That is, you know, that's the 5-year mark.
Crazy.
I should watch it. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
It's good.
Yeah, maybe start watching it and yeah, let me know how it goes. And joining us just now, last but not least, is your co-host Blake. Hello there, sir.
Did I make it?
Oh, you did. Yeah, just in time.
Oh, that was a close call. Man, it felt like Anakin there, just barely crossing the finish line.
Very nice.
You made it.
All right. So this is it. This is the final Skywalker Saga Bogan's Advocate, and you know, it's been a fun, interesting thing to do, is, you know, to take this perspective of Star Wars as we know it, and then try and turn it over on the into the other side, you know, and yeah, it's been interesting. I guess we can kind of reminisce, I guess, at the end of this whole thing, but the Rise of Skywalker, bit of a controversial one, I think even more so than The Last Jedi, which that one rocked the boat, but the Rise of Skywalker, it was one of those movies I don't think anybody liked it. And so, you know, here we are. You know, those of us who really didn't like it, you know, we're going to be really trying to dig deep for those things that we actually do like about it. You know, the things that we appreciate about the movie, despite the feelings overall. And those of us who really like it out of the group are going to be, you know, finding things that they don't like. And I don't know if there's anyone here that does like the movie. But
this is my favorite Star Wars movie.
If anyone is on if anyone is on the fence,
it's my favorite.
I actually like this movie.
You do? Okay. All right. Cool. Okay.
It's my favorite out of the 3 new ones.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, if anyone's on the fence.
Does Bogan's Advocate start now, or are we starting a little bit?
Yeah, we'll start in a moment. Yeah, but I was gonna say, if anyone's on the fence about this movie, if they can like lean towards liking it, so that they can try and find things to dislike about it, because I think the majority here might be, I guess, with the dark side on this one. So.
Since we will be taking the opposite of our personal opinions, I would actually love to hear Dan share why this is his favorite of the sequel trilogy.
So, having just rewatched it today, pacing wise, it's the smoothest one. Like, the pacing is like, it doesn't really slow down. Yes, I have issues with it, and now since I will be doing Bogan's Advocate for the negative, I'll bring up the issues. But to me, it's out of the 3, it's the one that feels the most like a Star Wars movie. Like, just like they're having fun. There's less cheesy jokes. It actually has the pacing and feel of like the original trilogy. To me, this was like the most fun one to watch out of the 3, having rewatched them within the last month.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Okay, that's great to hear.
No, it's a fair point. Might steal some of those.
Yeah.
Imagine if we all just use those points.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. Okay, so let's start with our real opinions here, our takes on you know, whether we like it or dislike it, and then we'll get into the Bogan's Advocate. So I'll start things off. You know, not my favorite movie. I was a little disappointed with some of the creative choices, bringing back certain characters to life, all that kind of thing. It was never my favorite plot line from the expanded universe, bringing Palpatine back. I think that kind of dragged the movie down for me quite a bit. As much as I love Ian McDiarmid, it just kind of put a sour taste in my mouth through the film, and it was much harder to enjoy it because of that. So that's my little blurb there, and I'll be obviously putting the opposite opinions out there and trying to find things I do like about it. So. Darian, what about you, man?
This had the best petty scene in Star Wars when the spy from the First Order reveals himself and Finn just shoots him in the leg, and it's like, why would you help us? Well, it's not about helping you. Kylo Ren must lose. And that made me laugh probably harder than anything else in Star Wars.
All right, cool. So your opinion on the movie, though, is like, do you like this movie, or did you dislike it?
Oh, God, no. Sorry.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it. All right, cool. All right, and then Matt.
Yes, I agree with you. I totally have a hard time with it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would be going positive for this round.
Cool. So we got 3 positives so far. Kirk?
Yeah, I'm the same. This movie, for me at least, it was the only Star Wars movie I felt pretty not great when the credits rolled watching it in theaters for the first time. Okay. And I will be so wonderfly positive.
Okay,
in today's episode.
Awesome.
This will be fun. This will be fun.
How about you, Steve?
Oh yeah, This was the first Star Wars that I did not enjoy. So. I will, I'll be on the positive side. I've made a list.
All right.
So
awesome.
just to keep myself on target there.
Came prepared.
I love how you refer to it as this Star War specifically.
Yeah.
I don't like this Star War. The other Star War was better. I agree with you.
All right, and then Dan, we've heard from you already. So you like this movie, so you're going to be pulling the negative on this one. And
I guess I'm the only one.
I guess so, because Blake, I think you're with us, right?
To be honest, I do not know how I feel about this movie. because a lot of the things I dislike, I can kind of blame on The Last Jedi.
Okay.
And so my biggest issue is that it just kind of didn't fulfill what it should have been.
Okay. All right. Interesting. So for the sake of being on the fence, then, do you want to just go with Dan on this one? And
I could do that just so we're not all piling on.
Yeah. Sounds good. Okay. Cool. Great. Okay. Well, let's start with ripping off the Band-Aid then, and we'll start with you, Dan, and then we'll follow through with Blake, and then the rest of us can go after that.
Okay, so I guess going chronologically through the movie, the first thing that really bothered me was, once again, here's this giant planet-destroying object, but instead of just one giant planet-destroying object, here's a whole fleet, armada of like Star Destroyers that all have these guns that could destroy a planet. And like thousands of them that were like came out of nowhere. It seemed really
lazy,
silly.
If I'm honest.
They just came out and I'm like, okay, who built these things? Okay, I guess Palpatine has a death cult, like in, was it Exegol?
Yeah, Exegol.
And it's just like, yeah, it was a cool scene seeing them pop out of the ground, but it's like you expect like over hundreds of years, like they built all this whole armada and they're all like high tech future and like with super powerful guns. So I'm like, well, why'd you have the Starkiller base? Why didn't you just have one Star Destroyer flying around destroying everything? Like,
it raises a lot of questions. Yeah.
It was too much.
Yeah, Blake, you want to pile on?
Well, in regards to that, yeah, I definitely agree. The problem is, like, a lot of these things, including the Star Destroyer issue and arguably the Palpatine coming back issue, it all just feels like trying to patch holes that were left by The Last Jedi because they just didn't have a plan and didn't know what to do, which is really unfortunate because, to be honest, if it's not Plagueis, I'm happy with Palpatine returning because it just doesn't feel right to be a big bad in Star Wars for me. But the execution all the way throughout is just so unsatisfying. It just feels like they're trying to save a sinking ship.
Okay, cool. All right. Steve, let's start with you for flipping the tables here. What do we like about this movie?
Flipping the table. Well, just playing Bogan's advocate here. I gotta say, one of the best things they could have done is this whole somehow Palpatine returned. And my reasoning behind that is kind of twofold. One, it is kind of bewildering in the real world when horrible, awful people come back to power, and they do. It happens throughout history. You see it over and over again. Awful, horrible people and their idealism and all the rest of it. They come back, and the problem comes back. So I think that actually is a realistic thing.
All right.
Sort of paired with that is sort of the psychology of the... So, Poe saying that line, somehow Palpatine returned. I think that also illustrates the bewilderment that a lot of people experience when it happens.
Yeah.
They're like, what? How the hell did this bastard and all his space Nazis come back? In the real world, there are a lot of people who, when it happens, they scratch their heads and go, what is happening? How did this happen? So just playing Bogan's advocate, I quite like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And to go along with that, I mean, we got a really good GIF out of it. Like, man, the amount of memes that I've seen, like, yeah, man, like, it's so good, man. Like, there's always a good meme or a good GIF out of a Star Wars movie, like somewhere, and like that one was within the first 10 minutes. It was like, well, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Kirk, what about you? What do we like about this movie?
I'll pick one scene to start off with. I really liked and I also don't like it for part of it, but I really liked the interaction between Han and Ben at the midway through the movie on the Death Star.
Okay.
I haven't seen this movie since it came out. I have just not wanted to watch it, so I can't remember how good that was in context. I think it was probably a bit more of a nostalgia bait thing, but I'm being positive still. And I remember thinking it was nice to see. And I thought Adam Driver did overall a really good job. All throughout this movie and the whole sequel trilogy, I thought he was a good standout too. But that scene in particular, I quite liked.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, generally speaking, like, as far as the movie goes, I think that scene stood out to me as a highlight, especially because it does call back so well to the last time that he had a conversation with his dad. And I don't know about you guys, but like, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's a common or uncommon thing to do, but if you ever experience something, very traumatic or like very emotional or anything like that, sometimes you replay it in your mind. And sometimes, if you're by yourself, maybe you might find yourself like, trying to reimagining how else it could have gone. And I think like, even though he shows up the way he does and it's something new to Star Wars that's never happened before, right? The way that they shot that scene and inferred that it was all happening inside of his head. I really liked it, and I liked the dialogue that went along with it. And Adam Driver is such a good actor, and Harrison Ford is such a good actor. Like the whole thing just played out like so well, and and then of course like the foundation, the standing on the wreckage of like this old world that came before, with the destruction of the Death Star and all that. Like I don't know, it was just really cool. Like it was just like
actually
really
off
good
memory I remember the lines that they were saying back and forth to each other were very similar to the lines that were from the Force Awakens.
He says I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Like he says like
when you do it.
Same line.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he says it like that, but he says it differently, right? Like he says it like in more emotional, right? Because like in the Force Awakens, it's about killing Han, but in this moment, it's about killing him, the evil inside of him.
Now makes it more corny or not.
He even,
but
in that scene, he even looks down at the lightsaber, the same way in the Force Awakens. So you're like, oh, is he going to stab him again? But I mean, he can't. It's a memory.
Right.
Imagine if he stabs it again.
See the lighting also all turn red so that it's bad.
Yeah.
He thought about it for sure.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Matt? What's next?
Oh, come on now, guys. Come on. This is one of the best epic Star Wars films ever. Right off the bat, we got Boba Frick fixing C-3PO, and C-3PO's talking Sith. All right, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
We got Chewbacca crying for Leia. That's a little tugs on the heartstrings a little bit. Here's the best part. Me being the big Luke Skywalker fan, and him being in Red 5. Rey, the best character of all time, flies the X-wing fighter at the end. Luke pulls it out of the swamp for her to take it into battle. That's pretty epic. Kylo's character, us seeing him turn into Ben, cool to see. It was really fun to see, and then he even gets a little bit of a, he gets a little epic kiss at the end. Let's see, we got some. What else we got?
An epic kiss.
Yeah, epic kiss.
What a description.
Because we didn't think that they're brother and sister at all, right? We didn't think they're brother and sister, so we're just going for it. We're just we're romantically involved for sure.
Yeah, she's like, why the hell not? Let's just do it. Gonna die anyway.
I'm gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
Bringing Palpatine back. Come on,
Matt. No offense, but I ain't sitting next to you on a crashing plane or anything. No.
and then of course at the end, she goes back to Tatooine because no one's gonna look for lightsabers there, right? No one's gonna look for the
no way,
right?
Priceless lightsaber. So she buries them there, and then she looks over and the ghost of Luke and Leia, and then Stranger asks her, who are you? Rey who? He's Skywalker.
Palpatine.
Can you imagine if that's how it ended? I'm Rey Palpatine.
They should have done it.
That's all my positiveness.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. That was wow. That's a lot. Yeah. Awesome.
Nice.
We're gonna share next time.
A lot of positivity there.
We'll come back to you, Matt, and you'll have like a whole nother list. Yeah. Darian, what about you, man?
About every 2 minutes in this entire movie, you get some beautiful tableau that's directly out of propaganda poster. Like, especially the scene where all the Star Destroyers come up out of the hexagonal crystalline surface. It's directly out of some of the old school Ralph McQuarrie propaganda that they made for the original trilogy.
Sweet. All right, you got more?
I was just saying that like the imagery that's in this movie is pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think it quite translated in real life. the way they were hoping, but it like you could screen capture a lot of this movie and just turn it into posters. So.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of really great cinematography, and
I think I would prefer to watch this movie without sound or the limit. Oh wait, sorry, I'm being positive. Yeah, I agree. I think that's good.
Kirk, you mean to say you are so eager to watch this movie again that you're gonna listen to it without sound?
Oh no, I'm gonna watch it without sound, and then with sound, and then in black and white, and then with the director's commentary, just so I make sure I really absorb everything that is the rise of Palpatine. So Skywalker, the rise of Skywalker.
Actually, I think Josh might have a sample of J.J. Abrams doing a commentary.
Oh, really?
What?
Oh, really?
Do I?
Wow.
Oh,
Really? I want to hear
Is
this.
this similar to a Dave Filoni commentary?
It's a mix of.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess I can play it. Hold on a second here. Let me just.
It's not from Anakin's Diary?
No, it isn't. It's from the
commentary track on the Blu-ray.
That's right.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Here. Okay, hold on a second.
I don't want that. I want Anakin's Diary.
So when we did the scene with Poe, we just had to we had to find a little line that he just he's fed up that Palpatine's back, and we just wanted to say him something stupid, something that would be memeable and givable, and something that George would be happy with,
Wow, what a clip!
Wow.
Yeah, well done. I don't know if that was a J.J. Abrams or a really unsure of himself Dave Filoni, but we're.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know where that came from.
That's an exclusive clip.
Yeah.
The unknown region. Whoa.
He didn't mention the mystery boxes. Well, what's it called? The mystery gifts? What is it?
Mystery
box.
The treasure boxes. I can't remember.
Mystery MacGuffin.
Yes.
Oh boy, nice. All right, so something I liked about this movie was the well, I mean, I really like seeing more of the Knights of Ren in this movie. I mean, they were very much kind of in the background and just talked about a lot, and we didn't really actually see them in action. So I appreciated finally seeing some action. It's like, okay, it's great, right? Like, it's nice to have some cool stuff, right? I mean, that's not even stuff that people got with Boba Fett back in the day, right? Like Boba Fett's like, okay, he stands around, he looks awesome. People want to see him in action, and then he just gets schmucked, right, by Han, and he just goes flying into the Sarlacc pit. He hardly does anything, right? So I mean, yeah, it was similar with the Knights of Ren, but I was like, hey, I was really happy to see some kind of cool duel happening, and Ben Solo he just bests them all like it's nothing.
They captured Chewie too, right?
Right.
They captured Chewie, and then they with that the sly cutting that they make us think that Chewie was on the ship when Rey tears it apart.
When it blows up. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was something I really liked about this.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I gave that away pretty quick. It was like the next scene you see Chewbacca walking.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Oh, good. Chewie's okay.
Let's make sure we didn't kill another one. All right.
Yeah. I also did very much appreciate the inclusion of Lando in this movie. That was something that was absent from the last two, and it was just like, okay, finally, there he is, right? Flying the Falcon, and that was nice to see. So
and wearing his old school costume from when he was in his 20s, when he was Donald Glover in Solo.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Still fits.
The bright yellow. It still fits, baby.
Which is funny because in Solo, when you go into his private quarters, there's like 50 different outfits of capes.
Yeah.
But just kept this specific one must have been his favorite.
Best one.
Got the best tailor in the galaxy.
He died, so you got to just keep wearing the same one.
All right, Blake, let's cycle back to you. Let's hear it.
Let's see. We're talking about so many positive things here now. I'm starting to enjoy the movie again. Let's see. Well, I will say that the classic J.J. Abrams is kind of, the intro was always a little bit annoying to me. It's like, where did these random Wayfinder things come from? All of a sudden they're just existing, and now we're trying to just tie everything together. It happens to be exactly two, and one of them is on the Death Star, which somehow we find out from a knife that... How did they get the knife to line up exactly with how the broken Death Star pieces are? That never made any sense.
That part really bothered me.
That part
She
makes
happened
no
to just-
sense at all. And this is
She
just
happened
the
to just be
exact
standing there.
angle. Yeah, it's like the exact spot at like the exact same tide at with the no other pieces of the Death Star have to have collapsed.
So I think
It's-
I'll just kind of inject my own little opinion here, but this dagger
Better be a positive one, Josh.
originally, well, it's more just supportive context, I guess. But originally, this dagger I thought was like I was like, okay, this is like it looks like some ancient dagger, right? But it's apparently it's not. Like it's been or at least if it is, it's been modified to have this I guess this map like kind of built into
measuring tool,
this
navigational tool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So and then there was a book that we read. I think it was called Shadows of the Sith or something. And
Is that the one we always talk about where there's like a Sith Lord that comes back?
Yeah,
it's like monster.
Yeah, exactly. It's like So part of that book includes the plot line of Archie of Bastoon, which is he's the guy that he's after Rey's parents. He's like the assassin.
Right. That's the guy whose ship gets blown up.
That's the guy whose ship gets blown up.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And that's also, I believe, where the knife comes from, right? Because like the knife is his.
That's right.
Yeah. There's kind of I guess in classic Star Wars lore, like, you know, there's always a larger, lengthier story and explanation for like why this is a thing.
Yes, but to me, it just feels like JJ was trying to do a Goonies thing, but just it did not work.
Yep.
At least in my opinion.
Yeah, totally. Well, especially how it lines up, just like in Astoria with the haystack rock, you know, like in Goonies, how it lines up. Same thing.
Right, yeah, exactly.
The doubloon.
I think also for those who are interested, Archie was also a ever-present character in the most recent Darth Vader series. So if anyone does go and read if anyone does like the Darth Vader Marvel comics, I haven't read this most recent version, but it's the one that takes place, I think, between Empire and Return of the Jedi. They did a plot line in there which introduces Exegol to Vader and Palpatine's plans, foreshadowing the plot in the sequel trilogy. And Archie of Bastoon, I think, is introduced to those characters in that arc. So, I still need to read it myself, but that's just what I've observed. So. Anyways, let's hear it from you, Dan. What else you got?
It bothered me kind of the same way with The Force Awakens, like how drastically they changed the Force abilities to like the scene where Kylo Ren is talking to Rey and he suddenly snatches the necklace off of her. Like I could buy them like maybe seeing each other across the galaxy in different places, but to physically take something and pull it out is kind of stretching it a little bit too much for me.
Now, on the brilliant positive side of things, that was to set up at the end for them to pass the lightsaber to each other to defeat the.
That's true. That's true.
You did actually see that foreshadowed in the previous movie because Kylo Ren looks at his hand and there's water in his hand from
That's right, the raindrop.
Yeah, I didn't like it there either. Like you never saw it in any of the other Star Wars movies, and suddenly it is.
I don't think you see anything of this ability, and then I'll get into it next. But the other thing that similarly was the brand new healing abilities that came out of nowhere that apparently no Jedi's had before.
Or since, right? Is it ever show up in anything?
I don't know if we've seen enough Jedi beans and
like
stuff.
in the canon, like almost nobody's really gone there. Like I think at one point they did the Tales of the Jedi or something. I think the Barriss Offee arc like kind of established that she had become some sort of healer in the mountains somewhere. I think that's what I vaguely remember now. But other than that, I don't think there's really been any indication that.
And this incredibly rare Force ability, Rey just happened to come across naturally when healing a snake.
There was it's a lot of the earlier books. It talks about like Vader regretting not spending more time with the Jedi so that he could learn healing abilities. So it's been talked about since very early. I think even Splinter of the Mind's Eye, which was the first book written, talked about it.
Lots of EU stuff, I guess, getting into it.
Yeah, but it sure would have come in handy when Padme
the entire Clone Wars.
And yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Dude, Qui-Gon could have used it.
Yeah, man. Like there's so many circumstances where this would have been so useful.
Master.
Yeah.
Master, I'm so sorry.
That sigh.
Obi-Wan, did you read chapter 19 of the Force Powers? No, Master, I'm sorry. Oh no.
This is the end.
This is the end. Train the boy.
I never passed
out
that
that's how-
test. They never gave me my license.
Sorry, what was that, Darian?
That turns out that's how Yoda's been alive for 900 years. He's just been getting the Padawans all to give him like a couple of years of their essence.
We're just siphoning from them during the class, and they have no idea.
Yeah. Leeching their
How he
life.
did it. Little green leech.
Oh, man.
He's a Sith Lord.
Grogu does the healing thing and no one taught him.
Oh, man. I guess
It was after, though, right?
Way after.
Yeah. All right. Back up to positives again. Steve, you're up next.
Yeah, positive.
All right. Yeah, positives. Okay, so next on my list, I've got my favorite character in it, and genuinely, is on Pisana. It's Lando's driver, who that you just see in one shot. They like open a hatch and they go like "okay," and then like shut it real quick.
Oh yeah, right.
It's like a Muppet. I think that is the funniest character. It,
Right.
like seriously cracks me up. And yeah, apparently it's a lady. Her name is Cologne. So yeah. So I actually liked. I thought that character was hilarious. Thought that was really funny.
Yeah. And to know that they probably built that practical suit just for like 2 seconds, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like driving Lando around Pisana.
Right.
As a
So
cool
good.
puppet. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. What about you, Kirk?
More positives?
Yep.
Let me think, because there are so many. I like the look of the opening forest scene. I thought like the fire in the trees. I thought like this the opening. I remember when in theaters like watching the opening shot and being pretty hyped and excited for that. So I thought that looked kind of cool. And then later, like, do we find out that was supposed to be on Mustafar, or is that not right?
Yep. No, that's right.
Yeah, that is correct, but I don't think you would ever recognize that as Mustafar. It was like a forest.
No.
Yeah. So
No.
there's a funny side story to go
Crispy
along
forest.
with that. In order to understand why there's trees on Mustafar now, you have to play the VR game called Vader Immortal. Because in that VR game, you play as like a pilot that ends up in Vader's castle, and you essentially learn that you have force powers in that game, and Vader kind of proteges you for a little bit, or he like trains you a little bit. It's kind of weird, but anyway, you have like moments where you're kind of on your own, and there's like a whole secondary plot where they're like doing a bunch of mining, like trying to find stuff, and you find this ancient lightsaber, and you can like command like a giant army and stuff. Like it's kind of a crazy plot line, but in short, there is this sort of I guess this power source or something that has to do with why the planet's like a giant like lava planet now, because something happened and all the life from the planet just got like drained away, and you at the very end of the game, like basically life is slowly now being restored to Mustafar, which is why now there's like trees kind of like hardly growing, but they're kind of there. So I think that's why they were playing into that, which is really cool if they were, but it's also one of those things like maybe they retroactively made it Mustafar and kind of made it work in that story, because it's almost like how Starkiller Base, like I think like people who dig deep enough know that it's Ilum, but to anyone who doesn't dig deep enough, like you would never know, right? It's just like another like giant like ice planet ball. So
Ilum is one of the main planets that Jedi get their crystals from.
yeah,
People don't know.
yeah.
I did not know.
Actually, I've got another positive thing now. This is more to do with the trailer. I really liked the opening, like the opening shot of the very first teaser trailer. It was kind of spoiled in the for the movie because you saw it in the trailer. But when she does that backflip over the TIE fighter, I thought that was a pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah,
pretty
that's
awesome shot as well.
It was pretty cool.
Like some of the stunts in this movie are like really
that's
cool.
legitimately cool. That's legitimately pretty cool.
Yep.
But like, and also some of the music in the trailers as well, like the slowed down, like main theme, and some of the other. This doesn't probably count as positive things for the movie because it's the trailers. But I'm just going back looking at the trailers. I remember being quite excited for it.
Yeah.
And actually, I thought one other positive thing. I thought I thought Oscar Isaac's that little nod. He looked back at the like that bounty hunter. like they had like a past relationship or something. I thought that was kind of funny. So I thought the humor between the two of them.
Zori.
Yeah, Zori Bliss by Kerry Russell. Yeah, I liked her too. I thought that was a cool character.
Yeah, she was pretty cool. I mean, and that hairdryer droid, the droid that looked like the hairdryer, I thought he was. He and BB-8 didn't get a chance to do many adventures with each other, but that's all right. I'm not too hard about that.
It was a really good thing that Zori character sure had that coin that they need to get past all the security for the first order. Pretty convenient.
Yeah,
right.
It's pretty lucky she was on that planet.
Nice. All right. Who we got next? Matt.
Hey, we gotta admit that back to Lando. Lando's like tank tread vehicle on point. What a well-crafted design that is. Also the quicksand. We were back to quicksand in this. There's a lot of quicksand. That's what brought us, I think, back into those tunnels too as well.
Yeah.
His disguise kind of resembled his Jedi disguise a little bit from Return of the Jedi. For Lando, back to Lando.
Oh yeah.
Also, hey, isn't that cool that the Emperor's chair was still there in the Death Star after it's all that erosion and everything it's been through, that the Emperor room is still pretty much looks, very recognizable.
I hope you mentioned Dark Ray, because actually Dark Ray was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that little
with her sneer.
Yeah, the
little and the Nutcracker saber.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
that was
I remember my niece.
The Nutcracker saber.
Nutcracker saber.
That's what it looks like. Folds in half.
Yeah, Pong Krell's are like that too.
Ouch.
Oh, his do too. Doesn't you both, because he dual wields them. They fold as well, do they not?
Pong Krell has folding sabers. So does the Jedi Temple Guards, I think, right?
Oh yeah,
that I don't know. Well, I guess she's not the first, but it was still cool. She looked nice pointy teeth.
Yeah. Darian, what about you, man?
Speechless.
He was too stunned to speak.
Too
movie
good.
was that good.
That was too good.
Sorry, internet issues.
No problem.
I loved getting to see some of the Sith culture and architecture on Exegol.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that the designs on that planet are crazy. Really cool stuff. I liked some little information that they gave about Leia. I really appreciated the flashback scene between her and Luke.
Oh, the flashback scene.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
I
That was my
love
favorite part of the movie. I actually really love that. Yeah.
Yeah, the design of her lightsaber.
Leia was actually a Jedi.
Yeah, you find out that she actually did get the training from her brother, and that was all really cool. Like it was all kept in secret, and that she did pursue a life of politics once she sort of mastered the Force in some capacity. And I thought that was really cool. I was like, I really appreciate the fact that they put that in there. They had the flashback scene. I think they even had Carrie Fisher's daughter like play her, and then they used the same CG face probably from Rogue One, but like she embodied her in the physical with the costume on and everything. So she would have done some sort of lightsaber training. So that was really cool. And
I thought the lighting and like the way that flashback scene was directed was probably like the best in the whole sequel trilogy in terms of like lightsaber combat. I thought it looked so like just like how like the wind's blowing in the background, like they've got the masks on and everything. Like the pace of the lightsaber fighting was really quick as well. I thought it was so good.
Yeah.
And also I thought Luke, because this was a few years before The Mandalorian, I thought Luke's deepfake like looked flawless.
Oh yeah.
Like Leia was a little bit off, but still like I thought it looked fantastic.
Yeah. That face. I mean, yeah. If you look at some of the behind the scenes techniques they used to do that, like it's quite impressive. Like they used footage from some of the original films to get that face in there. So very cool stuff. And I also liked that they at least did what they could to work with the loss of Carrie Fisher in the final film. I mean, they did this entire movie without her, and somehow they included her in some way that made her feel still like she was part of the movie, and that was also really special, right? So I appreciate that they did really that instead of writing her out between the films. I like that they still made an effort to include her in some way.
Seeing it hit Chewbacca pretty hard. That was pretty cool.
Right. Yes, and a redemption for the walk by in Force Awakens when like Chewie just walks by no hugs after Han dies, savage.
Yeah, that's so true.
All right, well, let's do one more round, and then we'll wrap it up. So if you have anything left on your list, just spill it out on this next go around. So we'll start from the top again with you, Blake.
No, I'll let Dan go first. He was the first one last time, or the beginning.
All right.
Having seen a lot of the old greats die, like Han and Luke and Leia, I felt like it was kind of overkill having Ben Solo die. I didn't feel like it was necessary. And I know they were going to do a movie, Finding Solo, that was going to I guess bring him back, but that got killed. I'm trying to remember who was the director and writer that was going to do that.
They're going to bring Ben back?
Yeah, trying to remember. Let me look it up.
Steven Soderbergh.
That's it. Yeah, he had apparently had a really good script, and a lot of people were excited about it. Oh, wow. And he had a way of bringing him back, and Disney decided not to go forward with it.
Oh. Yeah, he's a great writer-director. All the Ocean's movies, mystery structures.
Yeah.
At that point, was JJ already signed on?
This is recent. He was working on it the last couple of years.
I'll be very curious. Did he put the script out online? You can read it.
No,
I don't think it's leaked.
Yeah, it hasn't leaked. Lucasfilm approved it, and Disney nixed it.
Oh, I see. Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
that sounds pretty cool.
Lucasfilm
I'd
was
like to know more
excited to
about
do
it.
it. Yeah. Yep.
A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Actually, not a welcome one.
No, it's not. Fire!
Not welcome.
All right, Blake. Blake, you're next.
Well, I would say the very ending when we get the Force Ghosts, kind of a missed opportunity to kind of get everyone together. Instead, they just did such a small grouping of Force Ghosts.
That's why Ben wasn't there, because he's not really dead.
Oh, it was the plan all along until Disney nixed it.
But yeah, it was really cool to see Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan.
Yeah, exactly.
And, Anakin.
It's get the whole cast from all 9 films that would be applicable to show up. I think would be pretty cool. That could be Force Ghosts.
You can hear their voices at the end calling out to Rey. That was cool.
These are your first steps.
And even Kanan.
Oh yeah, that's right. That'd be pretty cool. And because we got to talk about it, I just don't know how I feel about her being a Palpatine. It feels pretty roped into me. The whole backstory of Palpatine trying to clone himself, and he has a squib son who escapes and then procreates, and that's how we get Rey. I don't know. I feel like if he had as much control as Palpatine, probably would have been able to find him, first of all.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I don't know who else I would want her to be the family line of.
Or
Josh, I'm sure you're going to say nobody. Have it be nobody?
Yeah, here's the thing.
Rey nobody. I was looking forward to that.
Yeah, that was something that I actually really liked about The Last Jedi was I really liked that she was a nobody.
Yeah.
It was a weird retcon.
Maybe a Dooku. That was my hope.
Oh, that would have been cool, actually.
I was like, what if she's a Dooku? But then, no.
She could be a Dooku, too.
What a twist that would be. You're a Dooku.
That didn't, because I know a lot of people were speculating that she was a Kenobi just because of her accent and because she's in a sand planet that made no sense.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
if she was a Jinn?
What if she was a Binks?
What if she was a Hutt?
What? Her and
definitely
Ezra?
A Hutt.
Maybe the Hutt.
Definitely.
All come together now.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Any last ones? Any last things to throw in there? You're Dan there for the negatives.
I know that there's that shot with on Exegol where there's an X-wing and a TIE fighter right next to each other. I still don't know how I feel about that. It just feels. I get that it's like a fan kind of thing that they put in there, but it just feels wrong to me. And the TIE fighter does not have a hyperdrive.
You know
what that retcon that.
You know what that
really
shot?
Annoying.
You know what that shot looks like? It looks like my Lego shelf.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think maybe that's why I don't like it. It just doesn't feel natural. Just like it's too fanny to me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen that shot on the front of a Lego box. You get both ships in one.
Right. And then if I'm not mistaken,
which shot are we talking about? I missed the first part. Which shot are we talking about?
There's a shot of an
X-wing.
X-wing
First shows up.
Yeah, it's like a shot of an X-wing and a TIE fighter sitting next to each other on Exegol, and they're
in the middle of nowhere. It's like a flat plane direction. Like there's no visible terrain detail. And there's just an X-wing and a TIE fighter parked next to each other.
It does look like the Lego box cover. You're totally right.
I have no. I'm trying to remember what shot you're talking about.
It's on Exegol.
Yeah, it's right near the end.
They're just kind of like parked by each other. I think it's when Ben arrives, right?
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was his X-wing next to her.
Right. Yeah.
Or his TIE
Wait.
fighter next to her X-wing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was Luke's Red 5.
Yeah, and again, I think there's probably some explanation somewhere as to why that TIE fighter is able to get there. Like, because they don't have hyperdrives.
Yeah, they retconned that it was some experimental TIE fighter that happened to have a hyperdrive or something.
They had
like one-off thing.
It was at the start. It was at the start when they do the hyperspace jumping. There are TIEs following them that jump into hyperspace with them.
Are those new TIEs? Those are the new TIEs, though, aren't they?
Yeah, because this is the old school TIE fighter that.
Oh,
from the
yeah,
Death
that's
Star, right?
Yeah,
Gotta be from the fallen Death Star.
Gotta be.
It was it's the new TIE Fighter Pro Max. They missed out on the model.
TIE Fighter Plus.
TIE Fighter Plus.
Crazy.
Yeah, and then I guess the last thing I'll say is horses on top of Star Destroyer, and leave it at that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a little rough.
That was like a fever dream. That was crazy.
Actually, I have a positive negative. That might sound strange, but my positive negative is that when I was watching Rise of Skywalker for the first time, and Rose was like, I have to go off and do some research. Like, I cheered because I'm like, I don't want to see her character in the movie. Is that bad? She's like, I'm like, yes, that means off-screen time. I'm like, good, because I did not like her in Rise of Skywalker. Not the actress. I thought the actress is great. Just the character.
She was great.
Just to make clear, yeah.
It does seem that she kind of got the Jar Jar Binks treatment, which is a shame.
Yeah.
And it's funny because in interviews, like, they're like, oh, what was it like filming Rise of Skywalker versus Last Jedi? She's like, I'm barely in this movie. I'm not even in it.
I know John Boy.
So how are they all breathing in space? Like all of them running on the ship and in the horses?
It's low.
Like,
I think it's still low atmosphere. It's like
I thought it was in atmosphere.
Okay, well, thank you to Blake and Dan for all the negative points. Let's wrap it up here with the positive.
We kind of all piled on there.
Everyone's getting out some steam. All right, Steve. Floor is yours. Let's hear the rest of that list that you got there.
My last thoughts. Okay, just kind of piggybacking on what you said about how they included Carrie Fisher and Leia and all that. I think that was good. Along with that, I think it's really cool that Harrison Ford came back, because I don't think he would have if she hadn't died. There wouldn't have been a need for that to happen, because we would have had the scene between mother and son. So just from that perspective, just that Harrison Ford was like, yeah, I'll come back. I thought that was pretty rad. And sort of seeing the thing through, since she could not. I also, similarly, Ian McDiarmid's performance is just, he is Palpatine. I'll watch him do Palpatine whenever, whatever. He's just so fun to watch and listen to. He's got that line at the start where he's talking to Kylo and he says, "My boy," like that. It's just so funny. I just love him. So I think he did a great job with what he was given. And then also Kijimi as a planet, I think is a really neat planet. I liked seeing it. I like the design, and I thought it was a really cool place, Star Wars place.
Yeah, awesome.
And I was bummed out that it got blown up. I forgot. I just rewatched it today, and I was like, oh damn, yeah, it's gone. Okay.
Right. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you, Steve. All right, Kirk, let's hear the rest of yours.
The rest of my what? I don't think I've got. I think.
Oh, you're all gassed out. Okay.
I think I'm.
Kirk's like, tank's empty. Tank's empty. Okay, all right.
Did you enjoy seeing all the
genuinely, I'm really trying to think of something now, and I'm like,
me too. I'm
it takes a whole galaxy to take them down. Everybody got through the maze. They needed a wayfinder to get through to help out.
Yeah, there's like steam coming out Kirk's ears. He's like, oh,
I'm trying to. Yeah.
All right.
I'm actually
in there.
You could just say pass.
Ghost and stuff.
You could just say pass.
This deal's getting worse all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
This deal is getting worse all the time.
Nice. All right, we'll move on to Matt there. Matt, what do you got?
So the pacing was great. Actually, the pacing was good for this film. I think it took us right through it pretty quickly. And yeah, I think I'm tapping out.
All right.
And Ian McDermott's performance is always great. Again, I agree with you, Steve. I would watch him do it again. You know, I'd watch him say, "Do it again, Jedi." Or every time he says Jedi, like, love it.
Jedi. Yeah, awesome. All right, Darian, let's hear the rest from you.
Speechless
once again. So we've got those internet issues kicking in.
Yeah, me too. I've been having those issues. Baba Frick, we need Baba Frick up in here.
Oh yeah, I don't have a Babu Frick sound effect on the soundboard. I gotta get one of those. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll finish it off here, I guess, with, let me think. There was one more thing that I wanted to bring up. What was it?
It's like pulling teeth for positive. It's funny.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yes. We saw a lot more of Poe Dameron in this movie, at least from the sequel trilogy. It was the first time that all three of the main advertised characters actually spent time together, you know, like that was kind of interesting. I was like, hey, they're doing it.
Hey, I'm Ray. Oh, hey, I'm Poe.
Yeah, it was crazy, right? Like, I mean, like for the third and final movie, it's like they finally meet. It's like, wow. I mean, but that's what happens when you don't do time jumps between.
There's no time jump. Yeah, so then you realize that this didn't happen in the first movie. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, crazy. So I mean, I was like, hey, I mean, it serves the story to have these characters meet 100%. Like, finally, it happened. So it was something I actually liked. But
actually, you know what's funny? I've got another thing that I wanted to mention. So at the start of the movie, where like they're jumping through hyperspace and they're refueling the Millennium Falcon or something, and then they go up to this like hatch, and then that what's that character's Bulio, like that thing with the horns, like comes out of the little space hatch, and he's like, "What do you need from me?" And he's like, "Win the war," and like he gives them, they fly off, and then it just hard cuts to this next scene in a clean corporate boardroom table, and they just plug his head on the table, being like, "We found the guy." Just like, that's it. Like, they couldn't have just said like, "Oh yeah, we've got him in prison." No, they had to decapitate him and bring him up to a corporate, you know, empire or first order meeting and put him on the table to prove the point.
Yeah, I took to calling him Yam Face after that movie.
Right.
Yam Face. That was the guy that I just hated him. But then in Battlefront, they came out with a playable character which you could play as him as a unit, and he's actually like super tanky, and I hated that he was so good, because I was like, man,
his
this
weak
guy,
spot's the neck.
like in the movie, I don't know why. I was
Django.
like, man, he's got such a weird looking face. Anyways.
Right, yam face as opposed to prune face.
That's right.
Yam face.
Yam face. All right.
We also met Poe's ex-girlfriend from Daft Punk.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh boy.
And we didn't talk about Lando's assumed daughter.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
It was never. I don't know if that was a thing that didn't happen, or if it's Josh. Is there any expanded universe on that yet?
So I believe there was some hint towards that in that Shadows of the Sith book that we read, because Lando is in that book. He's like one of the main characters. I'm pretty sure they hinted towards that there, if I'm not mistaken. But
because then I don't know if they just got cold feet there in the movie, because it just felt like, yeah, I got a long lost daughter. I don't know where she went. Like, oh, that's weird, because I've never met my dad. Well, nice meeting you. Bye.
Yeah, it was something that they put in and then kind of pulled back from in the final product, I think, because originally it was written to be that she was his daughter, and then
that would make sense.
Yeah, and then they just kind of backed out of it. So yeah. I don't really know exactly like why. I think if I might be vaguely remembering something when I say this, so take it with a grain of salt. But I think it was back they pulled it back a little bit because they didn't want the ending to feel so jam packed with like new information and like, you know, all this extra stuff, right? Like it's a really packed movie as it is. And like true. I still stand by my opinion of it could have been a 3-hour movie. Easily, you know, and they would have still had the same amount of people going to the theater for it, and I don't even know if it would have cost that much more at that point to do it or not, but I mean, just some of the sequences, like, you know, yeah, if they had the time and the dialogue to be able to fit that in, I'm sure they would have done it, but they just didn't. So, I mean, yeah, it's kind of weird that it's not the longest Star Wars movie being the last one, but
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy it wasn't 3 hours because I want all my action condensed into a really tight package, which is why I loved this movie.
Yes. We all love it very, very
And when I
very
love
much.
the movie, I don't want it to last longer than it should.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so good. I can't wait for it to be over.
Short love burst.
Yeah, I'll just... Yeah,
I do have one last gripe. I forgot to say the stupid dance scene on that desert planet with the festival.
Oh
like,
yeah,
this whole dance sequence with the aliens. I'm
Yeah.
like, really?
Burning Man. Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
They just want to dance.
Chance.
It's right up there with the Acolyte, which
Yes.
singing number,
It is.
musical number.
Yeah.
I wonder what it'd be like if you played. I'm blanking on it now. What's the original Ewok theme that they played at the end? Play that over top.
Undone.
Is it Yub Nub? Yeah.
Yub Nub.
I bet it would go pretty well.
But like a giant choir singing it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I
Add
love
some,
that.
add some giant drums.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be great. All right, we're running out of time here, so we got to transition out into our next final activity for the night, which is yet another chapter from the Lost Diary of Anakin Skywalker. But yeah, thank you all for playing Bogan's Advocate, and I guess until we revisit Bogan's Advocate again in some other form, you know, this has been quite the wild ride.
The spin-offs.
Yeah, so I guess just I don't know. I'll just leave it open here for like 30 seconds. But if anyone has any opinions on what it's been like over the last sort of 9 episodes or so of doing this, like has this really helped, or I don't know, maybe like, you know, just accept the other opinions out there? Like I don't know. Does anyone have any thoughts on kind of us doing this over the last little while?
I thought
it was Bogan's Alley.
Yeah. No, entertaining is all heck. Like I've listened to the previous 8, you know, and wanted to jump on. So even just being entertaining, you know, which nowadays is a really nice thing to have in your life. So,
well, thank you for that.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for that, all of you. So
I really enjoyed it because it forced me to like, or gave me a chance to rewatch all the movies. Like, it gave me a reason to. Yeah. Right. So like I enjoyed having that motivation to watch them, and then watching them so close to each other, like you really get a sense of like what the movies are when you watch them like almost back to back.
Yeah, for sure. And I think on top of that, also just having that extra time to since the movies came out, really, at least for myself, because I feel like I haven't watched the sequels as much, you've had that time to kind of emotionally distance yourself from the original gripes you had, and you can kind of get almost a fresher perspective that's maybe not as heated.
Yeah,
it's been fun. I've been having a blast. It's kind of been rejuvenating me for, you know, my love for Star Wars, and it's been just a lot of fun. I watched it over with my daughters because they're all Star Wars nerds like me, and then even after we finished the Rise of Skywalker, and I went right into like, okay, I got to see the last 15 minutes of Rogue One, see Vader in his full action, and then go right into New Hope. Kind of cleanse the palate. It's been a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Wow, I didn't realize everyone hated this series so much, given that we're still doing Bogan's Advocate and we're doing the opposite opinions. Sorry, Josh. Everyone's just saying what they, the opposite of what they think.
Very nice, very nice.
This is by far the absolute worst segment of the Star Wars podcast escape pod I've ever been on.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
I think it's a waste of time, and we should never have done this in the first place.
Can you believe people
I feel like I
listen
can
to
see
this?
the viewership numbers dropping.
Yeah.
Oh, unbelievable.
I'm sorry to waste all your time, Steve. I mean,
Waste of time.
all right, awesome. Let's head
Everyone
over
was very good with coming up with the positives.
Yeah. All right, let's head over to the other spot here, and we'll wrap things up with a bit of a laugh, at least hopefully.
I'm excited.
All right. This is it.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Yeah.
This is the way.
This is the way to Anakin Skywalker's heart. As we crack open this dusty old book. Yeah. The secret diary. All right, who wants to explain this week? We got Steve with us. So what can you tell everyone listening at home? What exactly is this thing?
Well, from what I understand, is you guys got through interlibrary loan from Mos Espa on Tatooine something purporting to be the lost teenage diary of Darth Vader.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wow. That's amazing.
And we have no reason to believe that it's not true whatsoever. In fact, everything lines up with the timeline that we understand.
Perfect. Oh, yeah. Yeah, everything it just fits so well. I mean, like, I personally think, like, we need this adapted into an animated series. Like, this is like, it's like this 100%. Goes between all the Clone Wars episodes. Like, it fits like a glove, you know, like.
Yeah. Tales of the Jedi that you never expected.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Well, we got a new segment here of the book that, I mean, this one's kind of nuts. This one is, it takes place in an elevator of all places, and Anakin and Obi-Wan are kind of just doing their thing. So let's take a step back and kind of dive into this moment here. Anakin is aggressively polishing his lightsaber hilt. Him and Obi-Wan stand in an elevator shaft and wait for the elevator to reach the floor that they're heading to. Master, I'm just saying, General Grievous, the guy's basically a walking kitchen appliance with a cough. I mean, how does he live being what he is? Metal-plated, a spider? I mean, what is he? He's a Kalish Anakin, or he was. From what the archives suggest, they were a proud warrior race, though I admit the pride has been somewhat buried under several layers of dursteel and bad attitude. But what actually is left in there? I mean, is it just a brain and a pair of angry eyes? I bet his enhancements included extra lungs just to keep up with the hacking. And those arms, I mean, looks like 2 arms and thinks, you know what would make it better at losing to Kenobi? 2 more, haha. Anakin, it's a bit more than just extra limbs. Cybernetic sensory arrays, pressurized plating, and likely a completely replaced circulatory system. Though, if I were his droid surgeon, I would have prioritized a throat lozenge for his buzzsaw hands. Okay, yeah, but here's the real question. Does he smell? I mean, he's got organic bits trapped inside of a heated metal suit. I mean, that's a recipe for disaster. I bet he smells like bad cheese. Left out in the Tatooine suns. Oh, Anakin, really? He's a supreme commander, not a deli platter. I'm serious. Think about it. Rotting organic matter, unventilated durasteel, constant exertion, Gorgonzola of doom. I mean, that's probably why he fights with 4 lightsabers. He has to keep people far enough away so that they don't faint from the stench before he can swing. Well, that would explain his penchant for dramatic exits. It's not a tactical retreat. He's simply embarrassed by his own aroma. Exactly. And next time we duel, I'm bringing a pressurized canister of the air freshener that we got. Forget the Force. I'll hit him with Summer Meadow. Watch his processors short circuit. While I appreciate your olfactory tactical analysis, let's try to focus on disarming him first. Though if you do find a scent called Jedi Temple Gardens, do let me know. Anything is better than the smell of droid oil and your singed robes. Here's our floor. All right, well, there we go. That's the next chapter.
Yeah, well done. Jedi Temple Garden candle.
Yeah, who'd have thought? He's got those nose holes, but they're all just fictional.
Yeah.
You can't smell nothing.
Yeah, it makes me wonder what other enhancements he's had.
I mean, it's true though. If he just exposed like organs, he's probably never had a bath. I can't imagine that going well. I'm surprised he can go to planets that have higher temperatures, like Tatooine and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine? He probably smells like, like burnt bacon or something like that.
Yeah. Imagine getting sand in there.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah, and you think Anakin hates sand.
Yeah. Again, this makes sense. I mean, like, of course these guys would have thought about this, right? Like, who wouldn't think about that?
It's got to come up at some point.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. Well, there's another chapter. So, look forward to next week where we experience another one.
Yes.
A lot of fun.
Man, this diary is so enlightening.
It is very much. Yeah. All right. Well, I know we've talked about it in the past few weeks, but let's just hear from Steve. What are you looking forward to about Maul Shadowlord?
Oh gosh, everything. Just like what you guys were talking about a week or two ago, the upgrade in the backgrounds and the look and everything like that. I'm excited to just sort of sit in that and watch it.
Nice.
It's gonna be great.
Awesome. Cool. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And, I'll go one by one here. And if you guys have any, got a big group tonight, so I'll go one by one. And if you do have any exit lines or I know Kirk's got his famous diner that he talks about all the time. I mean, I would really love to go to this Dex's diner.
About it now, Kirk.
Got to experience these donuts.
Don't worry. The diner, unfortunately, is under demolition this week. It's been destroyed. The diner's been destroyed by the demolition, but I'll have some news next week.
All right.
Of these donuts.
Sounds good.
You'll have to wait and find out.
All right. Well, let's start with you then, Kirk. I guess we'll see you next week. So thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, that was good. Thank you for having me on.
All right, and thank you so much to Steve. Thank you again for joining us this week.
Oh, thank you for having me back. It was an honor.
Oh, it's an honor to have you back. And thank you to Dan.
Always a pleasure. May the force be with you.
May the force be with you. And may the force be with you, Matt. We will see you in the next one, hopefully.
Yep. Thanks for having me. May the force be with you. Until next time. Peace.
All right. And Darian, we will catch you in the next one, hopefully, as well. Actually, yeah. While we got you on, Steve, have your class already started?
It went through. It's done.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow.
It's done. But the cool thing, one of the students in it, she just went to Tunisia to go to Tatooine for the 50th anniversary, and she took my book with her.
Wow.
So I've got like photos of my book now at the Lars homestead. So
that's awesome, dude.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was like
that's awesome.
Eyes welling up, shivers, tingles moment. So yeah,
that's awesome, man. Like, oh heck,
thanks,
congrats.
So cool.
You gotta take
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's the name of your book?
Thank you. It's called Jung and Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll pick it up.
I'll upload another link in that down in the description. So
thanks. Yeah, and thanks to Beth for doing that. That's just like above and beyond,
Yeah,
it might be worth doing a quick 20-second explanation of the book.
Yeah, if you want to, go for it. Yeah.
Sure. Just looking at Star Wars as an active living mythology in our time, and using the psychology of Carl Jung and the people who've come since him to explore that, and going character by character and talking about the psychological implications of the saga.
Awesome. Yeah. And
very cool.
Was your class live, or is that something that people can still like find and I don't know, I guess view all of the past classes so far? Is there anything like that out there? Because I guess now that it's over, was that
now that it's over, it was live, and it was through Jung Academy, which is a Canadian Jungian platform, and they may be putting it together as a course, so it may be something that people can watch in the future, but we're not there quite yet.
Okay.
But thank you for asking.
No problem.
That's kind.
Yeah, if you get any
Cheers.
updates on that, definitely let us know. We'll share it here. So
thank you. Yeah, will do.
Fantastic. All right, and last but not least, we got Blake. We will see you in the next one, sir. Thank you again for joining us once more.
Thanks, man. It's always a pleasure, and we'll see you out there. Keep flying.
This party's over.
All right. So with Maul Shadow Lord around the corner and The Mandalorian and Grogu coming out only in a matter of months, less than 2 months as of when this episode drops, actually. So we got lots to look forward to. And May 4th is kind of wedged in there as well. Lots of things on the Star Wars schedule, on the Star Wars roster. And, we're going to be doing our best to keep up with all the news and happenings. If you haven't subscribed to and checked out the sister podcast of ours called Star Wars Launchpad, we haven't talked about that in a matter of weeks, but once in a blue moon, a new episode comes out for that. Now there is 18. It is kind of fun. It's like an AI experiment where it's fully generated conversation based on StarWars.com articles and other official news sources. So definitely check that out. It's kind of a fun thing to listen through, and it's if it's not your cup of tea, then that's all good. But you can find that on wherever you get your podcasts from. So check out those links in the description below. You can look forward to Maul Shadow Lord on Disney Plus and our after show that goes along with that as well here on Star Wars Escape Pod. So may the Force be with you, and we will see you in the next episode of the podcast.